the hours passed, and we went from knowledgeable on various subjects. The guard broke down his process in writing for plays and movies.
What's the process of going from knowledgeable on, like when you writing these projects and stuff like that? Like you got a timeline, you know what I'm saying? Then one thing to have it on a paper, then taking it to, okay, I gotta get 12 people for this, you know what I mean? This shoot or whatever. Like, what's your process? God, I met a lot of people that have a lot of ideas, you know what I'm saying? But it's very rare brothers can actually bring it into reality, you know what I mean? Like, especially when it comes.
God, I told you, I'm a people mover.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it starts from an idea, right? And then you get a script. And then, you know, because I'm an actor, I know how to break down a script. You know, and the script calls for a certain number of people, right? And then I just vision in my mind what it is that I want, the character that I want for those people, right? And then I go out and find it, or I'll advertise and have people come and audition for me, and I'll see what I get. Now, some of the people that audition, I'll put them in other roles that, you know, supporting roles, but I'm looking for really that one person that can pull that shit off, you know, because it's not about a look, right? It's about a character. So it's about a certain dynamics. Can you bring this shit to life? You know what I mean? And that's the whole key, you know what I mean? So usually a show, most of my stories are, except for the drug affected.
How you write? Are you recording your voice on the phone, or are you writing? Are you typing?
God.
What's
nah,
that?
God. A lot of times, man, I'll get somebody to help me write it because I'm not a writer.
Right.
You know what I mean? So what I'll do is I'll write the story arc. So I'll write, okay, like when I wrote Runaway, right? I said, she gets into it with her mom because her mom is jealous of her dad, you know what I mean? And then, you know, she goes to see her friends, you know, and her friends convince her that she needs to go stay with her dad, you know, 1 step, 2 step, 3 step. I build the story arc, right? And I give it to somebody else and be like, yo, here, script this. You know what I mean? They script it, give it back to me, I go through it and fix it. That's how I do the stories, all right? With the exception of
waving at the camera.
drug affected.
The camera right there.
Yeah. With the exception of drug affected, right? And a couple of other stories in Superman the Man, those stories were very different. You know, Superman the Man was the first time I did an adaptation. So I took somebody else's work and made it into a show, you know. And drug affected, it didn't really have a star. The star was the family and the community. So that was, you know, I'm stretching my bounds now.
Right.
I'm trying to, like, you know, do more shit than just having like a main character and then a bunch of supporting characters. The main star in Drug Affected was a family. It was a whole family. That was Freedom's last movie, Papa Whoop.
Okay.
He came out and filmed, for, you know, recorded for me. Then that's where a couple years later.
Shit, right after he left from Grandma's funeral.
Right.
Yeah, that's pretty.
So.
Yeah, I know
documentaries, right? Life is the director. So basically, you just catch what you can catch, and then you edit it to tell a story. Right. So documentaries are told by the editor. All right, because you can't write, you know, that the deer was walking across there. Because how do you know? You know what I mean? You can't write that shit. You know. So you just gotta catch it, and then now you got footage. And then you piece it together with other things that tell whatever narrative or story that you're trying to tell with your doc.
You said it's told by the editor, you said.
Yeah, so what I did was, when I wanted to direct, right, I went to school for it. And it was like, you gotta do a little trailer, right, for a movie. I was like, man, fuck that, man. Same energy it takes to do a trailer, I can do a whole fucking movie. So I was like, I wanna direct, so I wanna go get some high-powered directors, and I want to interview them and let them tell me what it really takes to direct. So I learned how to direct from, like, you know, Woody King, Lawrence Hilton Jacobs, Bill Duke, Robert Townsend. You know, these are the dudes who taught me how to do what I do. You know, because I sat down with my camera in front of me, looking at them, and I asked them a bunch of questions about shit. You know what I mean? And I got it all on tape, probably an hour or hour and a half with some of them, right, of interview. And then I would watch those interviews over and over and over and over and over again. And then started to form in my mind, like, you know, damn, they're talking about the same thing, so I could cut from this dude talking about it to this dude talking about it to this dude talking about it, and they all talking about the same thing. And when I put it together, I had 5 different topics that they were talking about: directing,
Right.
Black Hollywood, right? Obama, right? The new technology, right? And one more, I can't remember what it is in a moment. So all of them was talking about those things. Oh, and the other one was the greats, the great directors that came before them.
Okay.
All right. So when they were talking about those things, I strung them together, put them together, cut a movie, and edited it. That's why I said the editor tells a story. And the rest, the roaches will be here when that shit. They still be watching that shit.
Nah, that's peace. That's peace.
If Mecca did this.
And take